Hello everyone, Santu here with more Let's Make a Game Astral Collision. Not a whole lot to talk about today, but a whole lot to talk about today. You'll see what I mean in a moment. So, the things that I got done this past week were the Guildhouse Tavern now has some contents in it in Traveler Rest. Traveler Rest is this eastern town. Just for some context, let's close a few of these, because there's a bunch. There's also some like typo-y things that I fixed in a couple of the guild houses. I'm going to need to pay attention to them in some playthrough here. But this right here is Traveler Rest over here. Just that way people are aware of where is where. And it's the place where a bunch of like ex-adventurers go to retire, basically, is what Traveler Rest is. So I've previously gotten like the homes made and stuff at the inn. But I got the Guildhouse and Tavern put together. So it's got the standard Guildhouse NPCs, and it's got places for tavern stuff to be. And then I've thrown together a warehouse with a bunch of boxes and other things and some cabinetry and other things in it. So this is now a couple of maps put together and hooked up. And if you think that doesn't seem like a whole lot, yeah, I don't think it's a whole lot either. So this is where I need to kind of just like, it's time for me to take a little bit of a break from this project. I've been trying to work on it fairly consistently for the past, if you look at the episode count and it's coming out once a week, I think you can kind of figure out about how long that works out to be. Somewhere approaching a year at this point, without really like taking a big sort of break from it. And I think I just need a bit of a vacation from working on it. I'm hitting a point creatively where it's just like, I'm not wanting to work on the project right now, creatively speaking. And that's not good for it. It's not good for how it turns out. It's not good for my motivation. I want to be enthusiastic about what I'm doing. I want to be like, yeah, it's time to get some progress made on Astral Collision. And I'm not feeling that right now. I'm feeling like, oh, I have to try to get something done to talk about in the video. That's not a good spot to be in. Now, I do like the videos as a way of like keeping myself accountable and saying, hey, make sure you're setting aside a time to work on the thing. But there's a big difference between that and feeling like I have to try to get something done just that way I have something for the video. It's not a good place to be mentally. And frankly, a couple of weeks ago, I was beginning to kind of burn out a little bit. So I just need to give it some creative time. Probably a couple of weeks, and then I'll be back with stuff. Not sure exactly how long, but I kind of want to get to the point where I'm enthusiastic about it again. Now, to be clear, there are times when it's important to push through, when it's just, you got a tedious thing to do, and you need to get it done. Those times exist. They absolutely do. But it's also important to recognize that there are times where you just need to give yourself a break from that. Give yourself a break, a chance to step back, and take a little bit of a breather. So that time has arrived for Astral Collision, and so it's just time to take a little bit of a breather, which means there won't be a video for, I don't know, a few weeks. That's kind of the order that I'm expecting it to be. A few weeks. I'm not sure exactly how many, like I already said. So this is going to be a pretty short update just because there's not a whole lot to discuss. There's a couple of maps, like I said, to show. I can talk a little bit more about creativity. Like I said, there's times when it's important to push through. There's times when it's important to recognize you need to kind of take a step back, recover, let your brain recover its creative juices, and that's kind of the time that it's at. But I do want to finish this project. It's important to me that I finish it. So I will be back in sometime somewhat soonish with hopefully a lot more to talk about than what I've had today. Is there anything else really to say? I will also say that it's taken me longer to kind of arrive at this realization than it should have. And part of that is because particularly American culture is extremely like need to be productive all the time, focused, and you should be able to push through everything and always be getting stuff done. And that's not how human beings work. We need breaks sometimes. We need a chance to step away. Creativity, like there's a fine balance between being inspired and only working when you're feeling inspired. There are times when you have to buckle down and just get stuff done. And it's really easy to just kind of be in that mental space. But there are times when you shouldn't be trying to buckle down. You just need to give yourself some space, some distance, that we can come back refreshed. And if any of you are in that sort of place, I encourage you, take the space that you can take. Take that moment to breathe, to kind of let your creative juices unstagnate, like to be able to move freely and be able to come back with enthusiasm and gusto. And that's the place that I'm at right now with this. So I guess I don't have a whole lot more to say. So thank you all for taking a listen to what little I had to communicate, what I had to share, and I look forward to having more to talk about. I think this will be quite freeing for me, and I think that'll help me have more enthusiasm for working on this project, because I'm enthusiastic about working on it, not just because I have to for some video. So until next time, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your continued viewership, those of you who have been regular viewers of this, and I hope you look forward to when it returns. But until then, everyone, take care, and goodbye.